Known for his shot-making prowess back in the day, today, John McEnroe is a brilliant broadcaster and an ambassador of the game. We sat down with him on the eve of the U.S. Open. First thing I would just want to say, the facility is incredible. How does its reality compare to how you first envisioned it?
Well, you know, we're a work in progress, but I have high hopes. I grew up in the city, Queens, but it is part of the city, and on Long Island, but nonetheless, there wasn't a lot of history of tennis. And I started to play tennis when my parents started to play, and long story short, ended up in the world. And since I've played, my brother made it professionally, but very few of any players have made it from the New York area. So it's sort of my goal to sort of buzz back to the sport in New York, because to me it's the best city in the world. And we haven't given enough opportunity to kids that can't afford to play. So one of the main goals of this project and being at Randall's Island, the Tennis Academy, and starting this whole thing about 6 years ago, was to try to bring as many kids as possible who may have otherwise not been able to play sports at all, or who may be playing football, may be playing basketball.
You know, he's a New Yorker, and obviously tennis did amazing things for him. And he knows that if we're going to build American champions, you know, that we have to sort of appeal to a broader, looking at wealthy kids that can afford to do indoor tennis. You know, we may or may not be tapping into the best resources.
It's just they make us play tennis a lot, but it's not like they do it every single hour. They give us breaks, and it's just really fun.
If you're a tennis player, you don't have to exclusively play it at 10. I don't advocate it. I don't believe in it. I think it'd be good for kids to play soccer or basketball, other sports. So that's part of my belief system as well, sort of the way I was brought up. I played other sports.
Yeah, that's one of the most impressive things about your academy is you definitely encourage the kids to be well-rounded, not only in sports, but to pursue perhaps college scholarships.
I was 21 in the world when I entered Stanford University. Now that's unusual, that most players that go to college are not really even ranked. And forget about the fact that it was going to Stanford was a great experience, and I met people, and it was great to be part of a team that won the NCAAs, and I won the NCAAs, and that helped me. I think other guys that are 500 in the world or 800 or not even ranked, to me it's a no-brainer now to experience college, to grow as a person, to mature as a player.
I remember the first time I met him, he told me, oh my gosh, you're going to Tulane, and he was really excited about it because I think he's really into the music and the culture, so he thought it was cool that I was going there.
While other people say, you know, professional, because my daughter's, you know, she's really good, and a lot of people talk about her going professional, but here at JMTA, they talk about, you know, how opportunities to get scholarships, which is something that I'm really interested in.
The biggest thing for me is that, you know, you want kids to enjoy the experience to some degree, and you want them to make an effort. If you make an effort, a consistent effort, and you really actually want to learn, I think you have a very good opportunity to do that and make a difference in your life. If you're just there because your parents are putting you there because it kills some time, or if it's an after-school thing, that's not my ultimate goal. I mean, I would like to see opportunities for the kids, a lot of kids in the New York City area that couldn't afford it. But the home run, the grand slam would be to get a kid that otherwise wouldn't have played tennis to be a U.S. Open champion.
And like you've talked about, it really is a sport for life. I mean, look at you. You're healthy. You're still out there. You threw out the first pitch August 1st there.
Actually, the gun wasn't
on. How good was that?
Yeah,
but it was a perfect strike.
Yeah, it was. I think at 62 miles an hour. It was. I threw it as hard as I could, and I was having trouble getting it above 65, I believe, but I'd like to tell you it was close to 80. But if, you know, I definitely in the dirt.
And you didn't. No. It was a strike.
Thank you.
Yes.
Outside corner.
Nicely done.